West.
To a bison. The bravado bison. The truck that tamed the West. The bravado bison. You're 2 tons of muscle and sinew. You can't be stopped, so plow through life. Never stop for directions. Haul stuff. Haul ass. Haul migrants. This is the West. This is America, where you can fight through any emotional terrain with raw 4x4 power. With 6,000 horsepower and fuel efficiency that's great for the environment, isn't it time we reintroduce the bison? The good die young, so you might as well die strong in a real truck. The bravado bison. Believe in beef.
Republican Space Rangers, kidnapped in moral terror. Don't worry about radical damage or error.
Cause when you can hate, we're spreading freedom and liberty. Sometimes we kill with undue glee.
Oh, was that your home? Sorry.
Gotta complete the mission.
And possibly deny extraordinary edition.
Spreading American
AMC is my brother. Almost to the point of 10, about to say. MSNBC is back in Trump. So we're off to the spot where he is. A big, beautiful bill didn't just pass. Shout at that shit. You were about to see. That's left before we go down home. And the truth there, is what you think. Let's get into it.
I think this is one of the saddest days in modern history. This is the largest on a scale unlike anything we've ever seen. And it's all of it is just to finance tax cuts for billionaires and the wealthiest corporations who don't even
Shut your stupid ass up.
I've ever seen. I don't think we have ever seen or are prepared for how catastrophic this is set to be for a lot of people. And I think it's devastating. And they're talking about this as though it's some tax cut. Even the stuff that they're talking about, taxes on tips, tax on tips, that's only for people, that's only up to $25,000. And if you're making less than that, you're already kind of exempt from a lot of these things in the first place. So they're giving people crumbs and they're taking away the whole loaf. And it's just a genuinely really sad day for our country.
Leader Jeffrey's final message looking ahead to 2026, 2028.
Well, to Leader Jeffries' message, he's right. The best thing that we can do right now is press on. And in order for us to salvage what we have to build through, we have to chart a new course, a new path to our future. And we have to make sure that there are consequences. If you're on Medicaid, if you're on ACA, if you are on Medicare and rely on Medicaid to help with your long-term care, there has to be consequences to these votes. And we have to decide if this is just a joke or just for TV or if this is our real lives. And I hope people vote like it's our real lives.
She's crying not because something is broke, but because something worked. But you just hope the fix of pendulum control slips away. AMC just admitted it. 17 million people losing Medicaid, SNAP cuts, healthcare reform. Oh, and she was about to bust out with the waterworks. All I can hear is that crying. Oh, man. But here's what she ain't saying, y'all. The system she's defending has kept people dependent for votes, not empowered, not self-sufficient, not at all. So when Trump took the table and started shifting the power back to the working Americans, they called it a tragedy somehow. Let me show y'all how the White House did it. This is how the Democrats see a sad day, but to the rest of us, this is the day America woke up.
Alright, fresh meato. We'll start simple. Head over to the docks and pick up a delivery. I'll fill you in on the way.
Yeah. I got it. Hey, see the contracts. They don't see this coming.
Morse Mutual, we're here to help. I'll look into it.
So, the freak shop's up and running. Cousin Wade steered us right. This place is kick ass. And it's ours now. I guess who the neighbors are. The
This is how
law's
y'all
fucking
feel.
MC.
Taking small
So we left him behind in Blaine County. But they got a clubhouse right down the block. Naturally, I took a piss in their gas tanks just to break the ice. You love that, right? Me and the troop are planning a little welcome to the neighborhood party. I put in an order for the essentials. You know, wings, whippets, and some other shit. It's all sitting on a flatbed trailer down at the Jetsam terminal. Steal a truck and hitch it up to the trailer, then bring the whole delivery back to the freak shop.
We have the
Keep me on the line,
commander-in-chief who
friendo.
is truly in command. He has brought America back, he speaks to strength, and he exerts that strength in every way he can to help advance the agenda and advance the best interest of the American people. And that certainly extended to what happened in the Congress. I mean, he was directly engaged involved. He knows the issue. He called me multiple times in the process over the last 7 days and said, "Put me on the phone with anybody you need." He also brought in small groups of members that I went to the White House and visited with him. And that was very effective. So he's one of the greatest advocates, and it's been a great partnership to work. And it's what a unique thing, and what a special thing it is to have unified government. Where you have Republicans that show the White House is
Trailer
sitting
should
in
be
the
all
House.
ready
They
for
move
you.
in effective
I didn't think a truck was a necessary expense because of the priorities, right?
The big donor to help push over the edge. Well, I had several subgroups of members who were turned on different, we have a very diverse caucus. They're all conservative Republicans, but they come from all over the country, and they represent very different districts. So different issues were of bigger interest, more or less to different people. So it's a long deliberative process, but I know all these members so well. I love each of them. I know what they bring to the table. And the idea is to get the most conservative product we can that helps the most American people. We achieved that here, and we're really proud of everything that's in this bill. I know members of that freedom.
Alright, you got the truck? Once you got it hitched, bring it back on to the freak shop and let's get this thing started.
Democrats want you to believe Trump is unmanned, devastated, and chaotic. The truth is, he's very strategic game that's working. And that's all that really nothing there. That's why you see the panic mode in the smear campaign and everything, about to get rid of the ramp up. Not as if he's into that. Well, that's not all we can go on. The Trump man, it's the system who's in control of the people too. And if that's scares them, wait till you hear what Trump said when he actually touched the mic to that. It's what they promised. It wasn't the promise, actually. It was the one. And they didn't listen.
There could be no better birthday present for America than the phenomenal victory we achieved just always ago when Congress passed the one big and in the last election, the people gave us a historic mandate to cut taxes, raise take-home pay, bring back jobs, stop the invasion, that horrible invasion. Who would do that? Who would do that? That horrible, who would do that? Who would do that? Back up, brother! Report the illegal smash hundreds of billions of dollars of waste and fraud. Do it. With this bill, every major promise I made to the people of Iowa in 2024 made they promise kept. There could be no better.
Don't you dare destroy our shit, you freaking two-wheel curb pipes! If I don't get those weapons, I swear I won't go off the goddamn chain!
It's what the discounts actually is about. Taking America on ice, so to speak. At least this is one again. This is one person. That's what they put up.
Fuck!
The bill.
Fuck! We needed that shit! Okay, now
They get it right
we're
from the
pissed!
front.
If these assholes want to go off the air too, go to their clubhouse, it's right by the casino. We're gonna torch their plans like they torched ours.
This is great. Show you. Excuse me. There you go. This is something Scott Central. And what was posted. What she posted. Because I don't think he would have they did this simple question. I ICE bigger than the FBI, prisons, VA, and others combined. It is setting up to what's happening now, like child play. People, it's weird.
Once you get to the clubhouse, start sniffing around. I want to know what they're up to. Take a picture of whatever it is. Plans, files, crayon doodles, fucking macaroni art, I don't care. Just send it to me.
That's the previous administration, the Democratic administration, and then the Republican government, the media is panicking too. How do we fix this? Simple. And post it off. But that's too real.
Jelly for life.
And you know what I keep thinking about is, especially with what just happened in Congress today, what is the policy of protection from day laborers, farmers, college students, who've shackled and locked up dreamers, college students who are arrested also for traffic offenses, right? What happened today, $45 billion for building new detention centers, in addition to $13 billion more for deportation operations. How much money
These guys are so boring.
You know
I'd
what
rather
I'm
be able to afford the analysis of it. We'll find something we can use. Hey, if you see anything else we can sell to cover our losses, grab it and bring it back home.
Undocumented people also pay taxes, right? Are we just gonna keep spending and spending and spending without actually asking ourselves what the solutions are? Or as journalists, and by the way, kudos to all the journalists doing this work, all you have to do is alive.
Thank God there's yes, about the cost of deportation. Never worried about the cost of letting all this stuff spiral. Keep screaming. Now they're screaming, what's the solution? And Trump actually hit it to them. They just don't like it. Because it doesn't involve dependency of or big government handout. It involves discipline. And we all know discipline exposes weaknesses. That's like this shit. That's why the Democrats on that. Yeah, the same type system, things that you know.
Lost? Fucking roaches! Stop them!
Not just waking up, you got Trump out here. I mean, he's free right. I'm looking at that. Not one. Maybe. Got me sick. Looks like it's about to take the president.
Attorney and former federal prosecutor Katie Kaczynski. Katie wanted to, so there is some nuance to the Supreme Court ruling on the Alien Evidence Act that is allowing both sides to claim legal victory here. So talk more about this ruling and what it means for deportation moving forward. Well, essentially, the Supreme Court recognized that the president had broad authority to declare whether somebody needs to be in the country under standards. And that's something that the Supreme Court has ruled on the other times that it looked at this act. And what that means really for the people that are removed is that they have one option through a habeas petition to essentially challenge whether they are in fact subject to that act and can bring those individual cases in the district where they're confined, but they cannot come forward as a class and try to claim that President Trump has overstepped his bounds. The Supreme Court's recognized that the president has almost limitless bounds to declare whether something is a danger to our country. It's a national security issue, and that's